about race. Y'all made it about race when you created systematic fucking oppression. You made everything about race. Everything in this country is about race. Every fucking thing. And if you say it ain't about race, fuck you. Don't come in here talking about everything is not about race. Everything is about race. Every fucking thing in this country, everything in this fucking world, but definitely in this country is about race. Yeah. Employment is about race. Credit is about race. Yeah. Racism has always been expensive. The only difference is you white motherfuckers can't afford the price tag no more. That's what the problem is. Y'all can't afford the shit. Back in the day, you could afford racism, but that price tag is too fucking high. The price tag on racism has went up. Your salaries ain't fucking changed. When we didn't have fucking credit scores. But when black and brown people started being able to afford the same shit as white people, y'all had to throw that shit in there to keep us from doing it. School was free. Until niggas and Latinos wanted to start going to fucking community college. Then all of a sudden, now you got tuition. Now you got to take out loans. Now you motherfuckers is doctors and lawyers and got to pay out your ass to pay a loan back because white people didn't want black people to become lawyers and doctors. So now we all fucking suffering. Because you didn't want niggas to get shit. We could have universal health care right now, but you don't want niggas to be able to go to the goddamn doctor. So now you can't go to the motherfucking doctor. Mm-hmm. Now you out here fucked up. Now your motherfucking child is fucked up because you don't want niggas to have shit. The education system is fucked up because you don't want niggas to read. Well, your fucking kid, Billy Joe goddamn Bob and them, is reading at a goddamn second grade level because you didn't want niggas to read. I'm convinced Cracker started reading when niggas started learning how to do it. Y'all niggas stopped reading books the minute we learned how to. Y'all said, oh, the niggas can read? Fuck education.
Oh, that's exactly what's happening.
That's what's happening. The minute black people, when we could afford housing, y'all started that redlining shit. Everything that y'all have lost so much, we could be so much of a great country, but y'all don't want niggas to have shit.
Being racist in America costs all of us. It's very well understood now that no one can afford college because of Ronald Reagan. College in the United States used to be affordable, if not free, until the 1980s and Ronald Reagan. And they realized that a ton of black Americans were starting to go to secondary universities. So they made the cost of going to college astronomical, unaffordable, unapproachable to try to whitewash attendance. Unfortunately, for a lot of lower and middle income white people, that also meant you get caught up in the net. Now no one can afford fucking college because they tried to keep black and brown people out. And it's happening again in 2025. And the big fucking stupid budget bill that they've come up with, they're cutting Medicare, Medicaid, SNAP benefits, and FEMA. Why? Why are they cutting all of these programs? So that they can build detention centers for ICE. So because you're racist against brown people, and you don't want brown people in this country, they're going to spend billions of dollars on building detention centers, camps, prisons. They're going to use your tax money to pay to fly them out of the country, to pay customs and border agents to round them up. That shit doesn't happen for free. So they're going to cut FEMA. So the next time you see a hurricane, a tornado, a fire swoop through your town or your neighborhood and destroy everything, and you wonder where FEMA is, it's in jail. Instead of saving each other and your neighbors, you're now paying to incarcerate brown people. They're using our money for hate instead of help. And you're good with this?
Shalom, shalom. We're back with another video. So before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahakwadash, to the apostles and elder bishop of Great Millstone who rule well. I'd like to give double honor. Shalom to the 144,000, to the 1/3, to the hopeful elect. And I'm here to do a land back video off the brother Arrows of Indignation 144. If you're not subscribed to this brother play and you new to this thing, Baba Kashab, subscribe, be edified daily. And I'm gonna do a land back video I'm gonna call caught by their own devices or something like that. But as we seen, Esau Edom is being exposed, not just his actions, but also the things he has set up in Babylon the Great to keep down the 12 tribes of Israel. That's the so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans. And those things which he used to ultimately destroy the 12 tribes are now catching his people. So now they're being caught in that same trap that they themselves have basically been catching the tribes with. As the woman was saying, school was free. Then they started making you got to pay for that. Among other things. I can't remember most of what she said, but you know what I'm getting at. So they use these things to keep Jake down while lifting themselves up. But now it's got to a point to where they're suffering from the same things that Jake had to suffer through their whole time here in Babylon. That same wickedness, that same evil net that they use to destroy Jake as a community, as a whole, has now bounced back off of Jake and onto them. So let's go ahead and get into these scriptures. I'm going to start here first. Salakia. Psalms 10. We're going to start Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride doers persecute the poor, and they have greatly persecuted Jake. With these unrighteous decrees, with these laws, with these things that they set up to make sure that the Israelites would not rise again. All right? Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. And that's what you have in these situations. What these two women are talking about. All those things that they used to hold Jake down over these years, now there people are starting to get caught up in. See, it was all good when Jake was getting caught up in there and they could just throw Jake in that hole of racism. But now that hole of racism has widened, has opened up to incorporate them as well. And I ain't talking about racism in the form of skin, but those wicked things that they brought out in racism has hurt them. Like the woman said, school was free. The health care now. There's you see bills are going up, but wages are not. Esau Edom is starting to suffer from the same thing that they set Jacob to suffer for years. Through those unrighteous decrees, through those crooked laws. Which I'm gonna come back to this, but let me get that scripture. This is Isaiah 10, verse 1 and 2. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed. Now those unrighteous decrees, those grievousness, are become grievous to Esau Edom himself. Now his people are suffering for the things, for those devices which they imagine against the 12 tribes of Israel. You so-called Black, Latino, and Native American, as the Jake woman was saying. All those wicked things that they did to set up to be in spite of Jake, now they're caught in those devices. Their own people are suffering from it. Verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the people, from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. See, through those decrees that they was able to do these things. But now those same decrees, like I said, that same hole that they created is starting to swallow them up. Now they're crying about it. But like I said, it was all good long as it was Jake. But now it's them and the world has gone wrong. But this is what happened. when you leave things unchecked, when you try to be evil towards another person, hey, that same evil will come back on you. All right. Going back to Psalms 10, I'm going to go down to verse 5. His ways are always grievous. See? Didn't we just learn that? The grievousness? Through those grievous laws and maneuvers and statutes and things that they done against Jake. Now it's starting to backfire on them. Are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. And I just wanted to get that. Where his ways are grievous, are always grievous. But it's even more so grievous to the ones who never had to feel it. Never had to suffer under it. Now that they see all those things that they was clapping about, happy about, it don't feel too good, man. It don't feel too good when now that sort of not sword when those grievous laws and statutes are pointed at you and you can't make heads or tails out of it, when you can't get above no more. Then guess what? Your leaders know that y'all are going through this, but to them, they don't care. They're watching y'all suffer. Cause they don't even like y'all. They don't even like you other Edomite. They think less of you. So to them, you right along with Jake. So they letting you suffer through these things just like Jake is suffering. The only difference, Jake has always been suffering. So for us, it's just another day. But for you Edomite, it's hard. It's tough. And what make it even worse is people that look like you that's doing it. That's why I'm going to go here. Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? Question mark. Yeah. Esau Edom has always been evil to himself. Now we're just seeing it, Salakia, more and more with how Babylon is starting to fall. Not only us, but the Edomites as well. They starting to see, well, you know what? We did used to do this and that to them. We did clap when they couldn't get into the good schools or things like that. Couldn't get their finances together. When it was on us, it was all good. But now it's on you. You can't take it. You can't take it. But you should have already knew. Just like they were messing over Jake, they were messing over y'all. Just like we got to breathe the same air, drink the same water, so do y'all. And they've been destroying y'all right along with us. They gave y'all a little bit of power to take your mind off of it. But now that they done stripped that power away, you starting to see these people don't like nobody, not even themselves. So he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? No one. Esau Edom let his own people suffer. You know he don't mind letting anybody else, especially Jake. He shall not take pleasure in his good. So now we're starting to see Esau Edom coming after their own brethren more and more nowadays for these evils, for turning against them. But it's too late. Whatever need to be done. All right. Psalms 10:9. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catches the poor when he draweth him into his net. And the point I want to get out of that is the point where it said he do catches the poor when he draws him in a net. But the point is that net. When you cast the net out into the water and you trying to fish, you think fish the only thing you're going to catch? No, you're going to catch a bunch of other things. So when he cast that net out to keep Jake from moving up in the world, from getting on top, guess what? We knew sooner or later they were going to catch Edomites too. Now it's just more prevalent because of things that are going on in Babylon. How everyone's struggling, how no one has money, how people are starting to see, hey, we caught in the same net them niggas is. It was too late. It's too late to see it now. That net had already been cast. He was already pulling you in when he was pulling niggas in with that same stuff. It was already going down. It was just y'all was able to get to those good schools and colleges with loans far easier than Jake had it. But now that them places are starting to bunker down on who they get these loans to, now that America is starting to crash and burn, now that the economy ain't good and all those things that you enjoyed over Jake no longer there, you're just starting to see you was caught in that same net that Jake got caught in. You got caught in them devices that y'all had already imagined against Jake. All right. And we're going to end it out here. Deuteronomy 30:7. And Yahweh thy power shall put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. So, since we been here in Babylon the Great, you Edomites have been persecuting us religiously. So now you're starting to go through those same curses that we're going through. So you're no longer on top. Welcome to the bottom. Welcome to the bottom. And guess what? Jake been here for generations after generations. So we thrive here. A lot of you can't. And in the coming days and months and years, we're going to see just how well y'all fare being at the bottom along with Jake. But that's all I had on this. I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Hawashai. Shalom.